Hi mommy, welcome to Squat Like You Like It workout. This one is going to be really fun and intense. You need 2 medium or light dumbbells. I'm using 10-pound dumbbells today. We're going to get started just with a body weight warm-up. Essentially, there are 2 ways to flex or bend at the hips. The first is when the hips hinge backwards and the torso lowers simultaneously while the feet are planted, looking like this. Hips driving back. And then we squeeze the glutes in order to drive hip extension. The other way to achieve hip flexion, what we just did, is with only the torso bending forward as the toes are gripping the mat. Like this. I prefer method 1 every time because it allows the glutes to do their job, which is to drive the hip extension. However, as mothers, pack and plays, cribs, bathtubs, these are all involved. So we need to be able to also perform the number 2 method. So we're gonna start with just body weight. I want hands here at chest. So we're going to inhale and only allowing your upper body your torso to move forward. We're going to hinge at the hips, reaching forward, and gaze is going to stay in line with your spine. Toes are gripping the mat. And reaching all the way forward. And stand back up strong. This is nice and controlled. That's 1. We're going to do 5 and then we're going to apply weight. Remember, feet and toes are planted. And lowering down, elongating the hamstrings, and back up. The core is really engaged in a difficult way here. And hinge. Torso is coming forward. And back up. That was 3. And let's lower down. Four. And 1 more, ladies. Long torso. Reach all the way in because your infant is at the other side of that pack and play. And back up. We're doing the same thing except we're going to apply a weight and I'm going to show you how I want you to really try to grab your baby. So arms are hanging down, hinging forward. Your legs are perpendicular to the ground. You're grabbing baby. Bring baby to chest, slight bend in the knees. Stand up strong. Let's repeat that. Reaching forward to the back part of the bathtub. Grab your baby, pull to chest, bend at knees, stand up strong. 2. And hinge. To chest, hair bend. 3. To chest, hair bend. 4. Pull up strong. And 5. Great. Now keep in mind, that is not my preferred method, but sometimes in motherhood, we need to be able to do it. So you will have the hamstring flexibility and strength and back strength to be able to do so without pulling out your back. So we're going to get started on the mat. High repetitions here, ladies. First round, entirely body weight. 50 bridges. This is a descending ladder, so your reps decrease over the course of the round. There's 3 rounds total. During our hip bridges, think about making an imprint in your mat, and I want you to stand up and you'll be able to see that imprint in your mat that your heels are drilling in. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Glutes come down to hover. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 25, halfway. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Making sure that knees are not falling inward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Log roll to the side. Look where those heels dug in. That's exactly what I want from you. Next are long rear lunges, ladies. So stepping towards the front of your mat, there will be a slight hinge at the hips during these long rear lunges. This is going to increase your glute activation and make it less of a quad dominant move, more of a glute dominant move because we're in this hip flexion. So hinging right here, arms are going to come down. See if your fingertips can touch the ground, but if they can't, that's okay. 50 total. 1, 2, 3. Remember, these are long. Ladies, if you can't keep the pace that I'm doing, what I want you to do is do the same amount of time that I'm training for. Get in as many reps as you can. And then when you repeat this workout again in the future, you're going to just try to do more reps each time until you can't stick with my pace. Twenty, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Check your hip hinge. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, way back, 3, 2, 1. Narrow squats. Not narrow as in legs together, okay? I want feet to be about this distance apart. 40 repetitions, hands here are in the front. Then once we apply weights, we're gonna put weights right here. But for now, let's just have a good counterbalance. Knees are in line with toes. Toes are only out at about 5-degree angle because these are narrow squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing 40. That's halfway. That's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 40. Legs fairly wide. We have 30 plie squats plus 30 plie squat pulses. So what I don't want is you moving your legs around a bunch of times. Once you find a good position, you might need to adjust a little bit in the first couple reps. Imagine that there are screws into your feet drilling into your mat. Don't move them until we're completely done with our plie squat. So we're doing 30 reps right here. Hands are in the front for a counterbalance. Thighs parallel. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hang tight, 2, 1, 30 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know it burns. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and come up, shake out those legs. This one is fun. It's a 20-point lower, so we're lowering into a squat as slowly as possible, and we're going to get quite deep. At the bottom of the squat, at the point 20 of the 20-point lower, at that point we are going to explode up to tip toes. You might have to get your balance like this, and then we'll relax, okay? So you're not jumping up in the air, but I do want a full explosion, if you will. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Glutes come behind you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't lower too fast. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, just a centimeter, 17, 20. Explode up to tip toes. And relax. Next is my favorite. This is a single leg lunge skip, but we're not jumping off the floor, okay? So I'm gonna step back into a lunge, same leg that's stepping back. This is the arm that's forward, and we're gonna drive the opposite arm forward. So all you need to think about though is which leg you're stepping back with, same leg that's gonna come forward. And we're gonna come and drive to tiptoes, just like that, okay? Let's do it together. It's almost harder to do slower, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Same thing, other side. Whichever leg you're stepping back with, that's the arm that I want coming forward, so step back into it, and we're going to explode up to tiptoes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, get explosive. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, knee comes high, 10. All right, ladies, grab a sip of water. We are repeating that 2 more times. Not a lot of rest on purpose. Meet me down on the mat, 50 glute bridges. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's halfway. Stamp your hips towards the ceiling. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Extra emphasis in the heels. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Do a self-check. I want hips coming all the way up, not just the partial lift. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We have our long rear lunges. Grab your weights if you feel up to it. 50 total, ladies. Here we go. 1, maintain that slight lean forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Halfway, 25, and then 25, 24, 23, 22, long lunge, 21, 20. 15, 14, 13, dig deep, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Narrow squats. If you were able to hold weights for all of those lunges, you can hold weights for all of these squats. I believe in you. We're doing 40 reps total. Feet are not too wide. Toes are out at about 5 degrees. We are going to make sure that we're sitting back as if there's a little tree trunk back there. We're just going to tap our tush to it. Here we go, 40 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want you to see how I like to hold my weights. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Halfway. Don't allow chest to fall forward. I don't want to see this. Nope. 37, 38, 39, 40. One weight down. Prepare for your plie squats. Your heart rate is elevated. We are burning calories. We're increasing your aerobic capacity. We're getting really strong, toning your legs. You're crushing it today, basically. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me parallel. 10, 9, you're not gonna move your feet. 8, 7, 6, glance, I wanna see knees in line with toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put your weight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right there, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, whoa, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, I know, 28, 29, 30, 20 point lower. Move your weight out of the way. Hands can be here, right here for counterbalance. We're going down into 20. I'm gonna put mine out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, up to rocket ship. How long can you hold it before you stumble? Good, and relax. And to my favorite, the rear lunge. We're doing a knee drive, getting quite explosive here. Remember, it's only 10 reps on each side, so Even though they burn, even though you may be dripping sweat like me, give it everything you have. Same arm as the leg that's going back. We're gonna position and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm training your body for plyometrics without actually jumping right here. 6, 7, 8, 9, up to tiptoe. 10. Here we go. Lower down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No self-doubt. 6. About to get a sip. 7, 8, 9, 10. A little sip of water. No guzzling. Drinking water too fast, going to lead to a cramp. Third and final set, ladies. You're gonna grab our weight this time. We're adding load to our glute bridges. You're using your hands, particularly the thick, fattier part of the thumb, in order to protect your pelvis bone. Remember, we all have a different width in our ilium too. So that will contribute to the shape of your glutes, as will the angle of the sacrum, right? If you have a more angled sacrum that sticks up more, and there's a greater horizontal distance between the femur and the sacrum, that's going to create the illusion of a larger, rounder tush. So you are doing what you can do with your given genetics, but you need to know these glute bridges with resistance, they're doing great things for your backside, for your posterior chain, no matter what your bone structure is. So use this as your motivation. I want you to drill those heels in. You're going to have a really strong low back, hamstring, and glutes. 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, toes should be able to wiggle. 16, 17, weight is in the heels. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, thrust up. 24, 25, halfway there, mommy. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You're a blender and you're not stopping until we press stop. $41, $42, $43, $44, $45, $46, $47, $48, $49, $50. Log roll to the side. 2 weights. 50 long rear lunges. With that slight hinge at the hips. Remember, I want greater glute recruitment here. So a little bit of a hinge. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No cheating yourself with your form. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Think about standing up out of this. Halfway there. If you're starting to get tired, squeeze the quadricep on your way up. 26, 27, 28, squeeze the quad. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, lengthen the glute up. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. hip flexion, hip extension. 41, 42, 43, 50. We're doing our narrow squats. Again, I really like resting mine like this. Totally personal preference though. If you don't have weights, hands are going to be out in front of you for counterbalance. 40 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm your trainer. I really care about your results, and I will push you in a safe way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, one weight down for our plie squats. Bending at the knees. When you put your weights down, your legs are wide. It's hanging here in front of you. 30 repetitions. 1. If you did the other sets, you can do this one too. I like to call this last round the stimulating reps. Like these are ones that are really gonna get you your gains. 10, 11, 12, 13, there we go. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 more. Here we go. 10, 9, keeping feet locked in from here on out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, putting that weight down soon. 3, 2, 1, weight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, woo! 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, mommy. That one really burned. 20-point lower. All right, let's look at this. Get those shorts ready if you're wearing shorts like me, because I know they get in the way. So prepare those shorts. We're gonna go down low, really reaching the glutes behind you without allowing the heel to come off the mat. The foot is planted. I wanna see your entire footprint down into the mud. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rocket ship up, balance. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Wait until you stumble. If you're getting a calf cramp, that's okay, we're almost done. Relax it out. All right, let's get explosive. 10 reps on each side, ladies. Coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same thing, other side. Same arm as the leg that is reaching back. Let's go. 10, 9, I want to see you. 8, I'm watching you. 7, 6, I have faith in you. 5, 4, 3, really have respect for you. 2, and 1. All right, ladies. You have completed squat like you like it, but please don't leave yet. Let me have the honor of stretching you out. We're doing a seated fold. Legs are coming in front of you. I want you to inhale with me up. And on your exhale, we are creating a large quarter of a circle with our hands, okay? It's like an Etch-a-Sketch pad. I have a little ink on my fingertips and I'm going to ink that quarter circle out. And folding over the toes. If you can reach your toes, you're going to lift them up off the mat. And perhaps you're right here right now. I'm okay with that. Maybe you're right here and you're like, Ash, I cannot get any farther. What I want you to do is inhale again and exhale and really reach your chest and try to think about bringing the shoulders over the knees. Then put your hands down and see if you got a little farther. I'm willing to bet you did. Keep in mind, I always want you getting to your greatest depth on the exhale. Some things that can lend to hamstring tightness are past injuries. Even as a child, childhood injuries can lead to tightness, just general genetics. You tend to be tight. If you have knots or adhesions in the gastrocnemius, well, these calf muscles, they pass through the knee joint. So any restrictions here are also going to restrict the knee joint and lead you to this, to the knee bend, okay? So just a couple of things to keep in mind on what could be causing your hamstring tightness. But no matter the root cause, what you're doing right now is working through that limitation. You're going to be breaking down doors, breaking the glass, and getting through to a point where maybe you couldn't before, simply because you have this structure here. And come out of that. Next is sideline quadricep. I want you to rest your head on your hand right here. This lower leg is just bent gently, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the palm of our hand and place it on the top part of your shoelaces and get a good grip on your foot. The goal is getting your quadricep in line with the torso. I don't want it in front of the body, nor do I want you yanking on your leg and pulling it behind you, putting excessive pressure on the ACL and the knee joint. Instead, keep it in line with your body. And if you are an extremely flexible woman, you have strong glutes and strong back that has the ability to increase your hip extension and pull back even farther, great. But you're doing this on your own accord, right? Your own mobility versus forcing flexibility by ripping your leg back. There's definitely a difference there and something to be careful with when stretching our quadriceps. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do the same thing other side. You can just roll over. Hand is going to hold up your head gently. Lower leg is in a nice, comfortable bent position, just here for balance. And stretching the quad. Do a self-check, glance down. I want your body as straight as a board. If I were to take a 2x4 up against you from the stomach down to the knee, I want to see a straight line. Unless on your own accord, you're able to pull it back even farther and then grip. That's an impressive range of motion when you can do that. You're breathing here. You're lowering your body's heart rate. And you are done. Congratulations on Squat Like You Like It. I have increased respect for you, knowing that if you graduate my 12-week post-pregnancy plan, you made it all the way through phase 3, that you did Squat Like You Like It workout, girl, we have a special connection. So I'm really proud of you, and thanks for being here. Bye.